Welcome. Please take a seat and get ready for this quick zodiac of the upcoming January new moon of 2023. Now, it feels like we got off to kind of a slow start, a false start, and we can all attribute that to the intense Mars retrograde and its recently ended Mercury retrograde that likely still had you wrapping up the old stories from the previous year. So we can expect some unexpected changes at work, the reappearance of old friends, former colleagues, and yes, the dreaded text from the ex. You might have your head spinning and your wheels going, wishing that you could just let that past stay where it's supposed to be, in the past. And now that this new moon calendar and this new moon coming into play, we're settling finally into the new year, with the trials and tribulations of the first Mercury retrograde of 2023, luckily in our rearview mirrors. Now, the planets are finally cooperating with us. Yes, even the wildcard planet Uranus will finally be turning direct within 24 hours of the new moon. We can finally begin planning our goals for this bold new year. Take that time to start manifesting some of those divine magical wishes that we have, and all that energy that's coming at us in the Aquarius season of 2023. You know, our dreams very well may come true. The new moon in January 2023 culminates on January 21st, 2023 at 3:52 p.m. Eastern Time. It's an air sign that's associated with higher dreams, inspiration and ideas, community action and engagement, and our friends, groups, and networks. In fact, there are 5 planetary bodies in our air signs during this new moon, most notably Venus and Saturn, harmonizing with each other as the Sun and the Moon do. What does this all mean down here for us on Earth? Well, it tells us that the cosmos are currently conspiring to make our manifestations come real. But only if we're only willing to commit to our thoughts, our beliefs, and our actions, and getting them in alignment and verbalizing what we want. It can mean allowing unstable relationships that were not designed to withstand the test of time to finally be firmly left behind, so we can add more depth, structure, definition, and of course long-term goals in our destiny. The real longevity potential to anything you set your mind to at this time should show up, and if you stay committed despite any obstacles, challenges, and doubts, or even self-limiting beliefs, you got a really good chance of making every wish and desire come true this year. And this new moon also falls on the date of the Chinese New Year for 2023. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to cover that in a separate video. But for now, let's keep going on with the Zodiac and what's going to happen with this new moon. So how will it affect you depending on your star sign? Well, for the most accurate reading, look at your sun or rising sign according to your astrology birth chart. But let's have a crack at it here. Dear Aries. Aries, it's time to feel more hopeful about the future and its infinite possibilities. Sometimes it can get easy to get stuck in a routine, and you don't want to rock your boat, and you don't want it to get rocked either. But inside, you got a fire burning inside you. And this new moon energy in your 11th house is a good fortune for you and your friends, darling. It's time to feed that flame. It's time to express your most authentic self and allow that potent cosmic energy to magnetize more people that find you fun, that love your quirks, that delight in your sense of humor, and those that would let your light dim before, well, they can get left behind now. Dear Taurus, this new moon is in your 10th house of career, and it has you considering your reputation and what you ultimately want to be known for and adored for. If perception is reality, then this lunation is giving you the ability to transform the story you are telling yourself about your legacy. What is the genre of your life? You get to decide, but you must reconcile if you want that story to be about your career, and it very well could be. Or if your career is currently getting in the way of being able to tell an epic tale about your life. Adjust accordingly to what you conclude. Rewrite your story and write it the way you wish for it to be told. This new moon is right here ready to support you in your 10th house. Well, hello, Gemini. Gemini, you've been undergoing some major personal transformation, haven't you? During this undoubtedly intense process of learning new things about yourself, what also do you need to acknowledge and give yourself credit for? So, it's a good time to step back and look at those unhelpful patterns and those self-limiting thoughts so you can unlearn them and learn the better patterns for yourself. This new moon is in your 9th house and is a spiritual insight knocking the doors off what you thought you knew so you can make room to be blown away all that you have left to uncover and discover. About the world, about your closest friends, about yourself, about your beliefs, and most importantly, your purpose. Get excited because you got a whole new world of adventure and fun coming your way. Dear Cancer, this new moon is in your 8th house and is encouraging raw honesty, the intensest emotion, and the radical vulnerability of within yourself. It's all wrapped up in this cosmic permission slip to be taken authentically. A lot of advice you would believe have been tampering with your own feelings and pretending that you don't care and acting aloof and unbothered and not communicating with others is an illicit wave and a response out of someone you desire closeness with. It's time to get real. But you gotta look at what is the cost. If you're in a loving relationship or you have an ultimate desire to honestly be in the risk you want to take and to get that fulfillment you crave, don't compromise your core for the sake of appearing cool. It's time to really dig down and get what you want. Leo. Leo, do you feel seen and supported in your most intimate relationships? If there's a sign that's made to shine, it's you, of course. And with this new moon in your 7th house of partnership, it's asking if the sharing of the spotlight is dimming your sparkle. When me becomes we, how can you learn the fine art of compromise? Perhaps your time, priorities, and efforts, without sacrificing your personal values, needs, or goals. It's certainly a balance that sounds much easier to write on paper than practice in real life. But practice. Because if you practice, all the stars are going to be putting into this dynamic focus and begging you to never leave sight of what you were meant to do and born to shine and be. Virgo. What if everything not only could work out, but actually did? What if the most radical mindset shift the stars are inviting you to consider this new moon in your 6th house of health and habits? What if everything worked out and you didn't have to worry about the outcome? What if nobody noticed your errors or something you're fussing over, or loved it because of the supposed flaws? What if you could feel that way about your work, yourself, your body, your appearance, what you do, even in your chores or how you keep your house? What if you could turn the trust over to the cosmos and believe that the best outcome is not only possible, but is most likely for you? That's the magic available for you to manifest this new moon. Libra, what gives you unaltered joy? Pure bliss. Now is your time to embrace that quirky, so-called weird, unique parts of your pleasure without any shame or guilt. With this new moon in your 5th house of fun, it's time to let go of what seems popular to enjoy what feels personally fulfilling. You don't have to like what everybody else does, but you do have to allow yourself permission to like what you like. You're overdue for a creative breakthrough and some fun. And right now, use this illumination to consider what your inner child would like to do or how much fun you had as a kid, and start doing more of that. It's a good time to get ahead for you. Guaranteed. Dear Scorpio, it's time for a cosmic reset. With this new moon in your 4th house of home, it's time to think about the walls you've built. Of course, that can be taken literally. And if you could find yourself reconsidering your physical environment or initiating a home renovation project. But you could just as easily wonder if the walls you built around yourself are around your heart, not only keeping you out from the world, but keeping others out from you. This could be a time to see if you're caging yourself in, and asking yourself why. It's okay to let go of what once necessarily felt like self-protection, but by removing it a little bit at a time and being honest with yourself and the connections you want to make, especially to the people closest to you, or the ones you would like to be close to. You gotta let them in. Sagittarius. You read enough horoscope and astrology interpretations that would have you believe that you're a brash, loud, possibly even abrasive fire sign who says what they want and doesn't care about the consequences. Ba-bum! But inwardly, you know that you're quite attuned to other people and you're often deep in thought. This new moon in your 3rd house of communication is an invitation to be more radical. Perhaps live it up into your famed persona. Why not share more of what you think and believe, and trust in yourself that the other person can handle the disagreement constructively? It is the most real and honest thing you can do right now, and stepping into that fame, authentic self is going to allow you to shine, 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 and ripple that effect through everyone you meet or touch with your energy. Hello, Capricorn. You're starting off the new year in your 2nd house of finances. It is a fresh start you've been looking for. Now is the perfect time to think about the concept of the hustle. Who and what are you hustling for? And are your efforts paying off? Are they being reciprocated? If they're not, where can you reinvest your time and energy so you can feel seen and supported? You're the sign known for self-sufficiency, but you need some pampering and some acknowledgement too. Allow others to shower you with some love and show you how much they value, whether romantically or professionally. You've earned it, very much so. Hello, Aquarius. Why is it when you were born to stand out? Your unique perspective is a one-of-a-kind personality are your greatest gifts. And now, more than ever, the stars are calling you to share your presence by owning your presence. You're about to undergo a remarkably and intense transformation over the next few years, one that will allow you to shed the weight of other people's expectations so you can fully embrace your authenticity. And it starts with this powerful new moon in your 1st house. Woohoo! It's a cosmic game, a truth or dare, where you dare to understand your inner truth so you can reveal your immense powers. Hello, sweet Pisces. Pisces, the most radical thing you can do during this new moon is invest in your spiritual growth. And you do that by giving yourself grace. It sounds easy enough, but putting that into practice isn't as easy as it seems. This new moon is in your 12th house, and it's in the house of rest, and a time to get ample of it. Ample opportunity to grant yourself the same patience that you give freely to others. It's a chance to show yourself compassion, care, and love. This means you can stop blaming and shaming yourself for the ways that you have let yourself down, or perhaps of how you felt you let others down. When that guilt falls away, what is left standing is you, not despite your perceived flaws, but because all of them have made you the beautiful, amazing person